What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cyndi Lauper. And we're moving to the 2003 album At Last, and I believe the first track is the title track. So yes, that is correct. And if I've skipped over something, do let me know. Big shout out to Seb, as always, for the Cyndi material. But yes, we finished the folder for Shine, the extended version of it, and this seemed to be the next one in the chronological order. But as I said, do let me know if I've mistaken something. Nevertheless, At Last, a phrase indicating the eventual arrival or manifestation of something that has long been anticipated, waited for, and although I suppose it could be more neutral, often the phrase is used to indicate something that was overdue, something which should have come earlier, and thus it is a relief, but maybe also a bit of a, if not bitterness, certainly a judgment on whatever prevented it. Now, the reasons for that could be multiple and internal and or external, meaning the culprit could be not necessarily another person or their intentional prevention of whatever has finally arrived, although you can, and at that point it will arrive at last. You could project it into the future and it could still not actually be manifested. But yeah, again, in most usages it refers to something which took a long time and probably too long of a time to come into being. So I do wonder what that'll mean. Obviously it's just the phrase, there's no additional context, so I will try to catch what I can. This is Cyndi Lauper. The song is At Last from the 2003 album of the same name.
My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Ooh, at last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I've never known. You smile, and then the spell was cast. And here we are in heaven, for you are mine.
Talk about an opener. I mean, it's short. It can't even be 3 minutes long. Yeah, it's under 3 minutes. But wow, so much emotion in there, and it's another one. I just did a reaction in video form, which is Who Let in the Rain over on my Patreon, and I was talking that one. She had this kind of throwback 40s singer slash movie star look. Here, that comes across, but in the vocal performance, like what a vocal performance. The bluesy soul that she really articulates. I mean, I've known she has a big voice. When she wants to go big, when she wants to belt, when she wants to extend, she can do that like few singers. But here it felt a little different. Like it just had this, again, like soulful, like old soul kind of feel to it. And she really belted and she really extended. So yeah, very bluesy, very soulful, minimal arrangement. Obviously it's not a cappella, but it felt close to that because it was just so minimal and soft and tender, with her voice being big and powerful in front of it. And there were a couple extensions where she got in a bit of that rasp, but it was mostly just resonant, and there was a bit of vibrato to it. Really incredible. And the piano, and again subtle violin. I think there was some synth bass in there, or like at least like a kind of synth pad chord. But yeah, they just gave her the right accompaniment she needed. And yes, it feels like this is a positive tune. She spent a long time waiting for actual love. Now she has it. Her lonely days are in the past, and now together they are in heaven. Excuse me. And it feels like it's like she can barely believe it, and it's such a wonderful feeling, and she feels elevated and enriched and heavenly, and this soulful articulation of it gives us a sense of just how powerful and beautiful it is. I do wonder whether this is like a cover, like an old standard. Maybe it's just originally written excuse me, for this album, and maybe I'm more inclined to see it that way because it is the title track. But it also makes me wonder, is this autobiographical? I know, like, the guy who was in a lot of her early videos, I think that was like her longtime boyfriend. Eventually, I think they went their separate ways. So I do wonder whether this song comes on the heels of an actual new relationship from Cyndi, or whether she's just kind of inhabiting the character. But yeah, a really striking opener, and I do wonder sonically what may follow this. So let me know what you think. Once again, big shout out to Seb, and I will see you next time. Peace.